Golly, I'm acting like I can put on the head. Yeah. We live.
Yeah, so while I was at the E3 place, I was trying to go through the door to actually get in there. They wouldn't let me in there, but the crazy thing, the guard was winding people down with an ice cream cone. I mean, I guess that's how hot it is outside. But I didn't get in though, so I just decided to just, come on here and talk about E3. They wouldn't let me in. I mean, it was virtual or something. I don't know. Weird. E3 is virtual. We're not letting people in. No. Who's that guy? Why you letting him in?
What are you talking about? Random shit.
No, they wouldn't let me in E3. You're talking about virtual, but they're letting, guy from Xbox in, some guy named Phil, something on. Who's that guy? Let me in.
Right? That's not important at all, right? No.
Yeah.
We're way more fun than
Yeah, clearly.
Alright.
What's up, everybody? We alive!
Yeah. We are live and in effect.
Welcome
Day 2.
back.
Day number 2 of E3. And we had prime time for the Get Down Monday. Now we are on the Get Down on Wednesday, covering more video games. It's a whole week of video games. It's a beautiful thing for me. I'm excited. I'm always excited about games.
Then come back on Friday where Nerdmation gets down with the Get Down. You know what I'm saying?
3 days of nothing but video games, new stuff, new editions. But before we jump right into it, of course, we have to be official, do the announcements, introduce ourselves. I'm your boy, the Hammer.
I'm your boy, Snake.
And I'm back. I'm Mingo D.
Yeah, Mingo D, back in the house. Back in La Casa.
He was doing questionable things.
My beep is back. That's how you know I'm back.
Alright, so
sound effect.
I'm going to go ahead and let Snake start this list. There's a list of things for day 2 coverage of E3. We got a lot to talk about. I'm not going to waste your time. Snake, do the honors.
And so, basically, alright, so like we said last time, on Monday we went through the first day, or actually first 2 days we've kind of compiled together. On 13th they had a lot more stuff it was kind of like the middle point of the conference, and so a lot of stuff came out at that point. So that's why we have so much to talk about this time, and on Friday we'll be back again to finish off everything else on the list. So tune back in on Friday for that. But to start it back off, first thing we're going to talk about, so if you played Sea of Thieves on Xbox, I know me and the Hammer play, they have a new expansion coming, and basically Jack Sparrow is going to be coming to the Sea of Thieves. So it's basically it's a new expansion. Basically Jack Sparrow is going to be coming to the Sea of Thieves. So it's basically it's a new new expansion. Basically Jack Sparrow is going to be coming to the Sea of Thieves.
Got the echo.
So it's a new. There it is. Okay.
Whoa.
I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute.
It's like, hold up.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Alright. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I don't know, my Bluetooth just died and it went back to my phone, and then that was right below the speaker. I don't know. My Bluetooth just died. Yeah, my Bluetooth died because it came right back. Right below the speaker. So I'm just gonna move this over here. So put that right over there. Okay.
You have to excuse us. You have a little technical difficulty, just a little technical
difficulties,
hey,
but also I forgot to put my headset in over here. So, all right.
It's all good. It's all good.
So, like I was saying, so with the Thieves Sea of Thieves, it's a new expansion. Basically, you're going to be able. You're basically going to be saving Jack Sparrow in these missions. Of course, like. But it's basically it's just a new expansion. It's going to be launching June 22nd. So, not too much to talk about that. I mean, it's new expansion, you know. But there was one thing that I did want to mention. That basically it's a Sea of Thieves, a Pirate's Life expansion. So you work to free Jack Sparrow from prison and avoid pursuit from the famous Pirates of the Caribbean villain Davy Jones. So I wanted to mention that basically you're gonna be kind of like, if you don't have anything else to worry about in Sea of Thieves, you know, like the Kraken and the Megalodon, and now you got to worry about Davy Jones sneaking up on you.
Right.
So, and you'll explore memorable locations from Sea of Thieves and the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. So that means there's new islands and stuff that's going to be popping up on the map. So it's going to be cool. So hopefully we'll get a little bit more insight on that. So check that out when you get a chance. Next, we got Diablo 2 Resurrected is launching in September. Do y'all know much about Diablo 2?
Well, I know it's a PC. Game, and it's fairly popular. I've seen some YouTube streams of people playing Diablo. It looks a lot of fun. It's over the top. My boy Ethan, shout out Yoshi, he played pretty good amount of Diablo. He used to show me some footage from when he was playing. It looks pretty fun. I personally didn't get into it like that, but I understand the appeal of it. It is a lot of fun if you're into that style of PC game, you know, over the top, you know, kind of dungeon style fighting and whatnot. You can get into it. It's a good looking game, and from what I've seen, a little bit of footage I saw, it looks good. So definitely something for the PC gamers.
Apparently, you'll also be able to go with the retro feel on the game. It has like so you can play it. It's going to be on September 23rd, and it's coming to all the systems. I'm not going to put it on the system. Yeah.
Okay.
PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. And if you're playing on a compatible hardware, the game supports up to 4K resolution, fully remastered 7.1 Dolby surround sound, and you can also have the option to do the retro feel, original 800 to 600 resolution. So I never played Diablo, so I don't know. I'd have to check it out.
Well, it's a semi role playing type of game, like turn based a little bit.
I've heard about it, but it's just like I'm like, oh, I want to play that, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I know it's real big. I think it has I'm gonna say E3. It has a esports following to some extent. I know they played it, and you can so I know there was, from what I remember, there was, I'm not gonna say backlash, but there was a player following that wanted Diablo 2 to come back, and I think they didn't like the new version. You know how it goes when the new version comes out, they take away something, like what happened with, you know, some of the other, like, you know, Destiny or Call of Duty or whatever. So I think they're doing this to kind of, for the fans, I'm assuming, I'm not sure, but I know I've heard rumors. So I think that's what this is like, oh, we're bringing this back for you guys. here you go. This is what you wanted. This is and they're probably trying to push it for esports to make it bigger. It's all about money, right? So.
Ray, you got anything?
I'm good. I said my piece about it.
Yeah, it wasn't much. Basically, just it really some of these first couple that I put on here is not really too much to talk about with it. It's just honorable mentions, pretty much, of what they're coming out, and it was mentioned at E3. Next up, Forza Horizon 5 had a new incredible first official trailer that they announced. Looks pretty dope.
I saw that trailer. Man.
The graphics that just about every racing game, they get the graphics on point. So it's not the prettiest that I've seen, but it's pretty good.
Forza Horizon is always good, but if you want like stunning graphics, and Forza Motorsports is usually the one, man. The cars are like they are absolute replicas of the actual cars. I mean, down to the stitching and the seat.
Mary Flowers.
So it's crazy. Like that game, it's legendary. The cool thing about it's supposed to be based in Mexico this time, as far as Forza Horizon. And side note, they did announce that there is Forza Motorsport is happening as well. Mm-hmm. So that'll be cool. And I got to see a little bit of what they're showing from Forza Motorsport. And again, it's unbelievable, the graphics in that game. I think that's probably one of the most graphically intense games every time they put one out.
And not only that, people like the sim of it is supposed to be probably the most realistic driving sim as far as so if you're poor like me and you're probably never going to be riding in a supercar Lamborghini, whatever, I don't even want to mess his name up, Gilgardo, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would never ride in something like that or any of those type of cars, whatever. I probably won't even be in a Hellcat. I probably won't even never get in something like that because I don't have the money. But in this game, you can probably, and especially Motorsport, you can get in that game and the driving feels as far as shifting gears and stuff and paddle shifters or driving. It to an extent because you got a controller. I don't know if it got VR. It technically rides exactly how I would technically supposed to ride in real life. Supposedly, I mean, until you get behind a real one, I don't know. But it's realistic of the racing games because all the other ones you can kind of jump off a bridge and fly with the car. And can't do that in real life in no car.
Right.
We had our live. There you go. We're back. Okay. The live was interrupted for a second. But personally, I'm not into the racing games. I mean, I think the last racing games that I played was back when Need for Speed was big. But
most wanted, best game, best Need for Speed ever.
If you're interested in the Forza Horizon 5, I mean, it be available on all the consoles on November 9th. Actually, I said all consoles, but I guess PlayStation ain't gonna get that.
No. Because that is a Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
PlayStation does get Gran Turismo, and Gran Turismo is a beautiful game too. Don't get it twisted.
So
it's great. Good. Twisted Metal. Remember that game?
Sorry. On the Xbox and PC, November 9th. And you'll also be able to get it on day one for the Xbox Game Pass. If you have it. But apparently it's the Playground games. It's an open world driving game. 5 transports player. It's players to the diverse and stunning landscapes of Mexico, featuring rainforests and even driving on dormant volcano. It was also said that it's gonna. They promises to.
It's all right. Go ahead.
What you say? What you say?
There was a quick second of like you stopped, and it kept going.
Oh,
It's good. It's good. Keep it.
anyway, it promises to leverage the power of the series consoles with features like ray tracing. So that's gonna be dope. Like, but yeah, I will watch it. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna play it. I will.
Yeah, but
I will look in more into it because especially when it comes out, to see about how the ray tracing features in the game. We're getting likes out the wazoo.
yeah.
What's up, people? Thank you. What's up,
Appreciate you
people?
guys.
Smash that like button more. Likes
Yeah, keep on smashing
it. It
Wait,
might.
what? What we talking about here?
It might turn the beep off.
it. Oh, good. Come on, man.
It'd be hilarious if, like, all of a sudden just like the likes just go crazy.
Come on, man. Come on.
All right. But it keeps getting interrupted. All right, moving on.
You're good. I got it right here.
Hades. So Hades is one of the 2020's best games. Is coming to Xbox and PlayStation on August 13th. So I never played it. I never even heard of this game, honestly, till now. So for it to be one of 2020's best games, that's news for me. But maybe because it was 2020, you know, a lot of things went by under the radar, and we were dealing with a lot of stuff in 2020. So, but it also, if you have Game Pass, you'll be able to get it on August 13th. But the day one for the game.
They are killing it with this day.
Yeah,
one.
the Game Pass is like good, and everybody, like, they're making everything to where you can get it day one, and that's good marketing because it makes people want to get Game Pass to where you can get the games on day one.
It's mega intelligent. They are killing it. Yes.
So,
cash cow.
Did y'all know anything about the Hades? Did y'all?
Honestly, I don't know a lot. It was. I saw where they announced it. I hadn't played it before, so I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't relate personally to the game. I mean, like I said, I saw about as much as you did about them talking about bringing it to the consoles and whatnot.
It does look interesting, so I kind of want to check it out now that I know about it. So,
right.
But if you are a Hades fan, then be on the lookout for that in August.
Cool.
Not much to talk about. We're saving most of the good stuff for a little later. We're trying to get these other ones out real quick. Again, going with the Game Pass bandwagon. Lawrence just commented, said Hades is an awesome roguelike. Oh, so it's roguelike.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll work. Lawrence is on YouTube. He's watching on YouTube.
Yeah, he's YouTube. I got the multi-stream pulled up. That way I can see both. We got 4 viewers. What's that? And I mean, 2 of those are probably me and you.
Hey, it'll be all right.
All right. So, like, again, moving on to the Game Pass. So Game Pass is they've been adding a lot of games here, and this one actually we talked about it on Monday, and now this one has a list of some of the games. So Arc Fatalis for the PC, Fallout for PC, Fallout 2 for the PC, Fallout Tactics for the PC, Fallout 3 console, PC, and cloud, Fallout New Vegas PC, Dishonored Death of the Outsider console, PC, and cloud, The Evil Within 2 console, PC, and cloud, Wolfenstein 2 the new Colossus console, PC, and cloud, Rage, console, PC, and cloud. Doom 2016, it's console and cloud. And Yakuza Like a Dragon, console, PC, and cloud.
Have you played any of the Yakuzas? Have you played that?
No, I didn't.
Like one of the old ones, like the first and second. That was way back then.
That's a crazy ass game, bro. Like it actually is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
You can try it out one day. It's like you get bored. I know you get bored, and you're looking for games to just try. I mean, it's free. It's on the pad. You should just download it and just try it. It has a decent story. Let me just tell you that. And the action is dope.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the games on the thing. Now that it's on Game Pass, I might. But
yeah, I mean,
I'm all about the
like,
free.
Right? Like, you ain't spend that. If you don't like it, it's like, oh well, it wasn't good. I didn't like it.
So, in addition to these games, Back 4 Blood has also been announced for the Xbox Game Pass when it launches on October 12th.
So all of you Left 4 Dead fans, yeah, look. I don't know, and it just always slips in my mind when I start thinking about it. Either way, they can't let go of the number 4.
Yeah.
So
but
they just
have 4 players,
which makes sense. I mean, it's just
if you watch Monday, you know that little reference.
Yeah, but I mean, if you like, Left 4 Dead, you'll probably like this. Like honestly, it's same premise. I mean, you're running around, you're fighting zombies and shit, and same thing. It's just got a different name. I'm sure it's got a different story, some new characters.
Okay, question. So did Left 4 Dead always have like a big giant zombie monster like boss, like that's huge? Because I saw that on the trailer, so that threw me. I was like, what's that?
Left 4 Dead.
Yes.
I want to. Yes.
All of them do.
Yeah, all of that stuff.
Giant,
and with like those games, they have multiple big giant ass bosses that, it's just it's like they progressively get bigger until like the end, and then there's like a mega Goliath boss. Going
along with that, speaking of the Back 4 Blood, that is also on our list to talk about. So moving on into that. So Back 4 Blood coming to Xbox Game Pass on launch on October 12th. So it's been confirmed on Xbox Game Pass title available to play from day one when it launches October 12th. It's available on PC, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PlayStation 5, and PS4. The new trailer for the co-op zombie shooter revealed during an Xbox and Bethesda E3 showcase also announced new Swamp and PvP modes. Those who want to try out this Sparrow successor of Left 4 Dead will be able to take part in an open beta running from August 12th to the 16th. Players who pre-ordered the game will be able to get early access to the beta from August 5th to the 9th. More gameplay details are expected later today during the Warner Brothers Games Back 4 Blood showcase. And did you get to watch that? I didn't get to see that one.
Which one?
Is when Warner Brothers Games Back 4 Blood showcase, when they had their own.
I only saw bits and pieces of it. Like I said, it's Left 4 Dead, but it's new story, new campaign, few new monsters. Yeah, they have some interesting game modes, like you were just talking about. They are unique to this, so that's going to make it more interesting. But it's still, I feel
like zombie games.
Not to bash it. It's just it's Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
it is.
You gotta take zombie games at little at a time, because like sometimes you can't just go back to back zombie, and like so like you'll get burnt out of it. Like Kaiser plays Left 4 Dead and stuff like that, but he'll stop playing the stuff altogether, like and go find a whole new game because he just does not want to do the zombies because he's zombied out. That's his words.
No, that makes total sense.
So they are fun, and especially when you're playing with a group of people to go around playing. But I can see the getting tired out about it. So
Yeah, I mean, you have to take it for what they are. It's
so
only so much at a time.
If you haven't seen it, the Xbox Series X mini fridge will be available this holiday season. So if you did see it, make sure you get in my message box so I can give you my address so you can mail it to me for Christmas, my birthday, one of those. You can do it tomorrow, if you want. I mean, I'm not picky when I get it, but it would be nice to put it right here, in an arm's length. Now, I got my mini fridge back there, but that's the stockpile one. That's where you put everything. The mini fridges like these, like the Hammer has. I thought you were reaching for yours. I thought you were going to show them your. So the mini fridges like this one is the ones you can't hold a lot, but it's the ones that you fill up to where you don't have to get up every time just to go get something. Like, if I want a beer, I gotta get up, run over there. But this one I can hold at least 3 or 4 over here, which this mini fridge is actually pretty good sized. Like,
I was about to say,
it
looks
hold,
like
I counted the cans. Like they had 4 on the bottom, 4 in the middle, and then there's 2 at the top.
Damn, 10.
Yeah. You can only hold like what, 4, 3 or 4 in yours?
Yeah, I can hold like 4 cans, man.
Yeah.
It's so what he's talking about. Mine's like a little retro Frigidaire thing that sits on a desktop, and you can hold like 4 full size cans, or if you use the mini cans, you can put more of them in there, and it's good enough for like if you have like the little mini Cokes. It was just something I put over here in this area. But that Xbox, it's gonna match whenever I finally get a Series X. I'm gonna have a fridge that matches my Series X. I'm in. And I also take donations and take free, if you decide you want to give refrigerators away, you can send it to my house as well. I have no shame. I will tell you right now, if you want to send me one, you most certainly can send me one. That goes for you too, Microsoft. Free. Hey, I'll plug it if you send me one.
Yeah.
Just saying.
How much is it?
They haven't said.
Yeah, they haven't said. But they are. So apparently, I didn't notice. I was reading up on it just now. Like, it's an Xbox Series X shaped mini fridge, which the company promised to make after they defeated Skittles in a Twitter poll. So
yes.
It was back released. So they're gonna release it this holiday season. So Microsoft is promising that this upcoming mini fridge is the world's most powerful mini fridge. Like that's a big. That was in quotations.
It's too much, bro.
An obvious play on one of the company's key marketing points for the Xbox Series X console. Microsoft took the joke further, spotlighting the fridge's Xbox velocity cooling architecture, a pun on the Xbox Series X's velocity architecture. So in a trailer. So when Series X was first announced in 2019, people instantly memed on the boxy shape and compared it to a refrigerator. Meme that Microsoft eventually leaned into itself on social media, and the upcoming mini fridge actually isn't the first refrigerator shaped like an Xbox Series X. So yeah, like because who was it? They had a mini fridge. You see it? It was a mini fridge. It wasn't a mini fridge. It was an actual refrigerator. Yeah, it was the entire refrigerator looked like Xbox. Well, that was dope.
Yeah, it was.
So,
it was.
But like I said, I want it. Be sure to get with me. I'll get my information. We'll get that handled so it'll come to the right place. So I got a spot. I'll clear it out. I'll make a little. So we're good. So.
And as far as guest, he's like, oh, I'll just get a PS5.
Yeah.
So he's not sure that getting the Xbox Series X is worth it. Like, listen, bro. Listen.
I'll get them both.
I'd rather have both. I'll buy an Xbox first, and then I'll go back for a PlayStation. I need both in my life. Especially with games, I need both in my life.
So, moving into the bigger stories. First up, Bethesda's Starfield is launching exclusively on Xbox and PC on November 11th, 2022. Sorry, Mingo. They said it. They said it. It was there. They
said sorry, Mingo. Hey, the interesting thing is, for the longest, that was a side story about that. For the longest, and let me be clear. Being an extreme fanboy of either system or either company, it's kind of ridiculous because they don't pay you for that. So it's kind of like you wasting your time doing ridiculousness. But there was a group of PlayStation fanboys, not anybody that's just reasonable. They're just fanboys and they just out to bash Microsoft, that swore up and down that Starfield was going to be PlayStation game. It was going to be PlayStation exclusive. Not even PC was going to get this game. And now looks like it's Xbox and PC exclusive and will not be coming to PlayStation as previously thought by said people. And
see, the thing about that though is that I don't understand why they did that as far as like those fanboys, because everybody's been wondering, once the deal went down with Bethesda and Microsoft, everybody was wondering, will Microsoft have exclusive Bethesda games? And Microsoft was like, gotta wait and see. And one of the things that it was a guy on IGN that was like, he was like, if it's not Starfield, he thought it was going to be, I forgot what game he said it was going to be. He said it probably might be either Dragon Age or something like that. But he knew that one of those new games was going to be Xbox exclusive, because why would you have Bethesda, one of the biggest biggest companies, to sign an exclusive deal with Microsoft to say you work for Microsoft if you're not going to have at least some exclusive content, right? And I'm not talking about like, oh, it's play here first. I'm talking about like exclusively only, at least for like 4 or 5 years or permanently, right? So the fact that they came out and said, oh, hey, Starfield's coming out exclusively to Xbox. Everybody was just like, whoa. But at the same time, we knew it. So it shouldn't be maybe Starfield is probably a surprise to some people, but I just knew it was going to be some game and whatever. Starfield did kind of catch me off guard because I thought it was going to be something. I honestly thought they was going to like do a real big game and just like make everybody mad, but I think, Starfield isn't a bad game to start with off as an exclusive. So yeah, I get it. It makes sense. This is the game people been wanting, and it's going to be exclusive, and to make sure that it doesn't have a cyberpunk type thing, keep it exclusive. Microsoft is going to make sure it comes out correctly. They got everything under the same umbrella. You can make sure that everything works good. You can go over there, hey, how's it looking? So it makes sense to me, because this game's been trying to come out for how long?
It's been a minute, man. I want to say they talked about this, and I know back in 2018 they talked about it. I think they were talking about it even before that. So, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since this game was in development, and it's just not going to come out next year. And to be fair, back to what you were saying about exclusive, like, listen, people had to know whenever the ZeniMax deal, because that's the parent company of Bethesda, ZeniMax, when that was done, when that was a surefire deal, $7.5 billion, look, Microsoft just made the investment of investments. Why would you not have certain games be exclusive? They've said, Phil Spencer went out and said, I'm not going to try to do every game just only Xbox games. There's other games that they can create. I'm not going to stop them from doing that. But there will be certain games that we want you to develop, and we want it to, if not be exclusive to Xbox, it's gonna play better on Xbox.
Oh yeah.
And that's a smart move. That's a marketing move. You want it to work great on PC. You want it to work great on Xbox because that is your platform. Now, it doesn't mean that other systems can't have it. You just might not have it quite as good as one of these two platforms. And that, to me, if they didn't want that, they should have forked out $7.5 billion and bought ZeniMax. And then you stop that. I mean, that's being honest. That's not trying to be one-sided about it. That's just the truth. If ZeniMax if PlayStation or Sony would have bought ZeniMax, then I'd have been like, hey, Microsoft should have stepped up and did some shit. You know, it is what it is. You know, now my boy E, he says Sony ain't got that kind of money. He's like, they ain't got that money. But I mean, to be fair, like if Sony would have did that, I'd have been like, kudos. That's a smart ass move. That's a genius move. Because now you have
paying too much for Spider-Man.
That's part of their problem. That's part of their problem. But you got to look at it now. You know, also, like I told y'all way back when we were talking about these two systems, which you said again, both of them are ugly. But both of them are ugly. The damn Xbox looks like a big ass, like, you know, a refrigerator, and the PlayStation looks like a big giant ass motor. I'm done. I'm off that rant. But Bethesda, some of the people from Bethesda and from ZeniMax, I read an article where it said they were involved in helping design some of the things that are in the current Xbox. So it makes total sense. Like you're helping them make this system. Of course you're going to make it work with your shit because you want it to work with your stuff. So it's one of them things, like, you know, I kind of feel like, truth be told, that this was a conversation that happened even before the box was released.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, we'll help you make this, and then we'll talk about, you know, doing some games, because we're going to help you put this system together and tell you what graphics cards to get and what this to get and what that to get. And it's going to work really well with our engine that we run. It's going to work like the best with this engine. And we'll talk about some stuff later. I'm sure they were talking like, well, how much y'all want? We just buy y'all and we'll invest in y'all. Basically, give you a blank check to develop games as long as they play well on this system or only on this system. That's probably a conversation.
And you get all the resources you can get. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Bethesda, you know, ZeniMax was smart because they're just like, we got resources now. That's the equivalent of like Marvel and Disney, straight up.
Yeah.
Marvel sold out to Disney, so they get a blank check, and now you have the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You're welcome. Yeah. Same thing. So,
and as far as Starfield, it looks, I know they didn't have any gameplay, but I wouldn't be surprised if, like, what's the next thing that's coming up, the Gaming Awards? I wouldn't be surprised if that's where the Gaming Awards is where they're going to show the gameplay. But as far as the trailer, as far as the cinematic trailer, it looks good. It showed the old ship, and I think it was a girl astronaut, if I'm correct. That was in the thing, and I couldn't tell if that was planet, if that was Earth or not. I couldn't tell. I was trying to like look at all the stuff to see. It looked like it was older equipment, so that means we're gonna be in an older ship, and if she had a spacesuit on, so that means you're gonna be probably somewhere to where you probably can't take that off, otherwise you might die. I'm just speculating. I'm trying to think about stuff I saw in there. I didn't see any weapons. At least no. I think it was some type of gun. But I couldn't tell what type of gun it was. It might be some laser gun or something. So I'm assuming it must be something like, you know, maybe fighting little green men, maybe fighting some type of xenomorph type creature, something that's like more old school. It's come like an old school meets new school type feel. That's what I got from that trailer.
We're talking about Starfield still, right?
Yeah, because it's just like yeah.
He's just taking what he saw in that little quick cinematic. You know what he saw in the clips.
I watched it. I was trying to, see if I can get some Easter eggs.
They've been working on this for a while. Like, they've been trying to get this all together, and basically this is like Skyrim but in space. Like, it's.
I mean.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
It works.
Skyrim Soldier, you know, like so.
That's a lot.
I'm excited about it because ever since I've heard about it, I'm like, I want to fucking play. I want to play it. So, I don't know, man. I'm anticipating it, and I am going to get it. I am going to play it. So, I hope not. I mean, the way 25 years in the making, bro. You better have all that worked out.
You better be. Yeah.
I do want to make the call out though. That
25 years.
The November 11th, 2022. Like I like that that's when it's going to be released because Skyrim released November 11th, 2011.
Ah.
11.
That makes sense. The 1s and 2s.
Yeah.
I like it.
So be on the lookout for that one. November 11th, I'm getting it.
That's another one that's Game Pass day one, right?
Is it? They probably are. I didn't see.
Thought I saw somewhere that they said it was going to be Game Pass day one.
I mean, it's not in here, but I'm not putting it past it.
I mean, at this point, it's exclusive. Why not put everything else on the pad?
All right, moving on. So, we had our first look at Halo Infinite's multiplayer mode.
Uh-oh.
Right?
Rayman. Hammer is on it. He got this one.
Sir.
Bruh,
take it away.
Like, look, so we'll be here all night if I just really get into it. I'm not going to do that. I've been waiting on Halo for a whole year now. Two